All right, welcome to day 544 of the journey begins. Yep, we have our well, we had our morning coffee and we have some cold. Let's adjust our power bar. Goals. So probably going to need to turn that upside. That's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I think that works. All right. And we'll survive the there we go. And take care of this line. Is our audio okay? Good. Yeah, our earbuds are still charging, so I won't be monitoring the audio today. So if anything sounds garbled or cut out, let me know in chat. All right. So we're in Inkwood. We're in the ravine at Inkwood. Just chipping away, carving things down. Is this 30? Oh, this isn't 30, so we'll take that down. Trying to get everything down to Y30. So we'll see how far we can get on that today. We're going to do about an hour, and then we're going to cut over to Planet Crafter. And make sure that we're building, looks like we did a little looking through the wiki. And it looks like on Planet Crafter we need to do Y25. Well, yeah, height of 25, so. Which I guess is the Z in Planet Crafter. We'll call it height or H, or try to anyway. Which I guess will be a little off Minecraft since it's kind of X, Y is kind of the left and right. Or maybe, what we could call it? Well, we wouldn't have a name because it'd be east, west for X, and X is shorter. We could call it, well, yeah, just changing the letters ABC. Either way, it would just be simpler if the coordinates in Minecraft were X, or if Z were the height instead of Y, but we'll make do. Now we'll just check our inventory. If we can put some chests down. We are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So keep that. So if you like the story back builds, stick around, and if you really like it, feel free to share it out. We didn't get our command fixed yet, so it's mindtripmedia / or linktree / mindtripmedia. That is where all of our social links are. It doesn't look like that command worked yet from Tickfundy, so we'll have to fix that later. It's on our list of things to do. So We'll do this for an hour, plant crafter for an hour, and then we have some other real world tasks we need to get working on. Alright, so we'll just back and forth this. Oh, and this is, well, that's going to be the hard part down here, I guess, is we'll have to light up some of the wall. Because I only want to light up the floor when we get down to whatever level we're shooting for. Okay. That way we can use the torches as an indicator that we've hit the level. Okay. Let's keep carving this down. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. So if we come over here and just keep carving this side down, then we'll be able to turn this into a block. And we'll be able to focus on carving that down to 30. And if we do it a column at a time, then at least the first and 10th and every so often column we can put down torches, and that'll keep things lit up and help reduce spawns. So I think that's going to be our plan for today. Just continuing to this work, and we changed up our announcement on Blue Sky a little bit, so we added an image of Inkwood instead of just the URL unfolding of Twitch. So if you if you like that, let me know. You can comment here in chat or leave a comment on Blue Sky. Oh, thank you for the follow. How's the Monday going? And do you play any Minecraft or any other games lately? Right now we are Minecraft every day while we're able to, and then Sundays and Mondays we do Planet Crafter. So today we'll do Planet Crafter after this. Oh, wow! Thank you, Alexa. Really appreciate the roses. Very generous. Our Monday is definitely off to a pretty good start now. What else? Oh, Fridays and Saturday. Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays we do Satisfactory, and then we're thinking about maybe like a Wednesday or something. Space it out a little bit, having a day of like a wild card. And right now the games on the docket would be something like Stardew Valley, and we've had recommendations for A Little to the Left and Unpacking. So those are kind of what's on the docket. I don't know when we'll start the wildcard days, but those are on the list. So if you have any games that you're into that are, we'll call it the cozy or factory or simulation building, those kind of games, feel free to recommend. I guess really any game, if you've been watching for a little while, that you feel kind of fits with the slower approach of things, you can recommend any game. I think fits that kind of vibe. Oops. All right, so let's work on this back half here. Actually, let's scratch that because we were gonna do it by column. So let's go drop off some stuff, and then we'll dig down here. So we could probably type off a little bit of this. Oh, pretty close. Okay, one more. Okay. We'll do this. Okay, yeah, clear all of that out. That's good there. Put some torches over here so it's not too dark on the stream, and we can see what we're doing. We can drop off some of this material that you never know when you're going to need it, so try to keep as much of it as we can. Now let's go back and do some more digging. All right. Yeah, so we'll just do this back and forth, turn this to our right into a section that we can work down and go there. And we do place some off stream, so we do a lot of the digging. As much digging as we do on stream, we do a lot off stream as well, and then we do kind of tunnel work and then other stream as well as some of the less exciting admin kind of stuff. Nothing that really kind of takes away from the stream, since projects are so big, there's plenty to do. And then mending our tools and whatnot. Every so often we'll save a few minutes at the end of a stream to just mend tools while we chat if there's enough people around. And other than that, while we're working on our novel project, we'll just let our character here set in our zombie farm and mend our tools that way. So 20 minutes or so, we're usually able to repair most, if not all, of our tools. So it works out pretty well. We can kind of just let that build up. So there's a lot of gravel over here. Okay. A lot of gravel over here. Okay. But we'll deal with all of that later. We gotta get back to. I don't want to waste gravel. Right. All right, let's go back. So this method seems to work pretty well. This is the method that we've been using under the garden temple to get large amounts of stone, because we need 500,000 stone blocks to get 1,000,000 stone slabs for Haven's End. We've probably got in the neighborhood of 800,000 slabs down for the foundation. So we're getting pretty close, and we've been collecting a lot of stone too, so at some point we'll go back to the nether and work on that. So we've kind of taken a break earlier this year and come to the overworld to work on some of these projects related to our story. Because the story is going to start in the overworld and then going to end in the nether. Well, at least the first book, so. And we'll see how well that goes, whether we continue or not. I mean, if we continue at a active pace or more of a hobby pace. Alright, so we are getting kind of low on durability. I generally don't like to get it too low, so let's switch over. Because we're about a quarter of the way through our stream, and we forgot to bring. We forgot to bring our shulker boxes with us, so we'll just have to carry what dirt we can and whatnot with us back. Drop that off, maybe do a little bit more terraforming in Inkwood, and then try to remember to end our stream grabbing our shulker boxes. So if anyone sticks around, feel free to remind me to not forget that. so let's do this. And our goals. Yeah, so we're trying to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok with our current milestone goal of 500. And then making affiliate on Twitch. So if you're enjoying it, feel free to stick around, and if you really like it, feel free to share. And what else would I say? Oh yes, once we hit those goals, we'll probably increase our stream times for everything. So Minecraft, we're doing at least an hour. Sometimes we hit an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'd like to make the 2 hours more consistent and really push for 3 hours a day of Minecraft. On the extra days, an hour of whatever thing that we're doing. So that would be 2 hours a week, satisfactory, 2 of Planet Crafter, and 1 of a wildcard game. As kind of a base. I mean, not that we have to stop in an hour if things are really lively, but it will be kind of the goal. So that would be 26 hours a week of streaming. So 21 of Minecraft, and then 5 of our other games. At least while we're able to. So if we're able to do that before kind of time runs out on other requirements is this, so we don't need that. Okay, so we'll torch that, and then we'll run a couple of torches here. And light up this path so we know that this is the next stage. Okay. Yeah, before other obligations kind of require a change in our stream times. And then we'll have to go back to weekends until we're able to do it full time again. So we'll see how things go. And okay. Strap off some material. Then go do it again. Yeah, and see if we do that, then when we come this way, we'll know we can keep going back and forth and cut this out. And it actually goes pretty well. I don't know if this is if it just feels faster than when we were doing it that way on the eastern wall, but it feels faster doing it in these little sections to me. So, because we were doing it, well, we were doing it by hand, just going all the way back and forth, layer by layer, and then doing this as a section, and then we started moss mining it, and then we went back to regular mining. So I don't, maybe it was just the size over here or something, not doing enough small sections, and it just feels this way. But that's really what we're going for. So trying to get things done at a reasonable pace without getting rushed and just enjoying the process. We did AFK some to get more gunpowder from our creeper farm in Overmore. Most of that we spent on upping our rockets, which we might continue doing that and just get a full chest, double chest of rockets, and then start using the gunpowder for some TNT. And then using some of that over on the eastern wall, no, northern wall. And speed up the process a little there, so we can still rough it up on our own and make sure things are good. But all right, so that's kind of levels. Let's do the next layer. All right, let's start here and just keep going down. Oh, and we do have a skeleton spawner kind of around the corner there, a little farther down. So we'll be able to build a experience farm over here that also has bone meal. which is kind of our goal. So we have the zombie experience farm over at Overmorrow. We have the Blaze experience farm in Haven's End. And we have the remnants of a Enderman farm in the end. I think it still needs to be fixed to recapture a silverfish. Yeah. We need to recapture silverfish so that we can aggro the Enderman, and it's in a good location, and I think we just need to figure out the good mechanics for that, and a good mechanic for how to add on to the farm design so that we can repair it easier. So if a silverfish escapes or we need to add one, a way that we can kind of drop it into a minecart. But the staging area would have to be set up such that the Endermen don't teleport up there. Oh, that's our goal, right? So we want to get this down 30. We want to get this down one more level. And if we get it down to 5, then we can start from the bottom and work our way up. So this is our intermediate goal here. Okay. Get rid of as much of the gravel as we can here. So try to avoid as much tool/context switching as we can. And yeah, and we also play on, in addition to PC, we play on mobile and Switch and Chromebook, at least for the time being. I think Chromebook is Chrome OS, so it's going to be rolled into Android at some point. But we do that. Let's go here. Okay. And we have 3 accounts. So we have this main account, our builder account, our AFK account. So when we need to just let the gunpowder farm work right, we can do that. And we can make some of our farms a little more efficient maybe, but we're not going for the large server 50,000 a minute kind of for an hour pace kind of farms. Getting fully optimized. I mean, we might try something like that once we get more of the story and we run out of other things to do, but that's not likely to happen anytime soon. With all the projects we have planned, it would probably be at least 5 years of full-time play before we run out of the projects that we're. Because there's a number of projects, and then a number of those projects are really large. So. Hence why we would like to play more and actually get a little bit more accomplished. That there. Oh, we only got 2. Okay. Got that off. That off. Stone. Okay. Back over here. We'll dig this out and yeah, we'll get this all down to 35, and then we'll go down to 30 and dig our way up. That seems to work pretty well. And it feels productive anyway. We do have to be careful that we don't run into any more holes, so because there is a mine shaft around the corner too, and other fall hazards. So we can be careful as we get the lower layers, and then that's why we take it down to 35 and then start from the bottom, because then we can clear out a path in the bottom a too high path across. And that way we know that the bottom is safe and we can just look up and just back and forth. Granted, there could be pockets of lava in here, but if we're running, we're not likely to get caught in them, and we're not going to fall in a pit and have trouble getting out while lava's pouring on us. So we don't suffer the fate of a lava chicken. Some bats around. Bats dropping thing? I don't remember. And I know that's a thing Mojang wants to get things to have purpose, but I think things don't have to have purpose initially. So you could add things like other animals that are just aesthetic, and then kind of get a feel for how those aesthetics are used, and then maybe add functionalities. What kind of builds are the creatures added to add character, and then think about what function those creatures could add in those builds. And it wouldn't have to be like real world creatures. It could be inspired by. So you could have, like an elephant-esque creature, but not an elephant. So an increased sniffer kind of thing. Because we have camels now that provide transportation, and you can use it for mobile storage. It adds something, well, used as transportation, just like horses. So do things like that. So let's not look this Enderman in the eye. Not that we couldn't take him, but let's not provoke him. Let's see how far we can get on our goal of getting this all down to 30 today. I don't know if we'll hit it in an hour, but it's definitely something we can make a big dent in today. Okay. And then connect it over to the east side wall. And then we'll have two sections down below, and then we can start working on the north side, taking it down, and maybe by that time we'll have enough TNT that we can use it to get a big chunk of stuff done. Yeah, we definitely need better lighting control. We're getting a little bit of too much of the white on the face cam, too much of the dark on the hand cam. But one of the things to invest in here, better lighting and more controls as well. I really want to try like leap motion for controller, and I also want to get some set of the pedals from Logitech, so we can do our running, walking, control that with pedals. I think there's a 3-piece set, so if it's a 3-pedal set, we could do crawl, run, and I guess it wouldn't be walk because we would need the direction that just automatically walks, but I guess we could do a shield or something on our pedal too, even though it's more of a hand function. So I guess we really only need 2, is run and crawl. Oh, jump. So that would be handy. So we could do our run, crawl, and jump for a 3-pedal setup. And that wouldn't exclude something like Elite Motion. We could do both at the same time. Oh. Well, that works. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get all this down to 35. Okay, so that's pretty good there. Looks like we're going to need to drop off some stuff, so let's do that. We can drop off cobblestone, andesite, coal, cobblestone, and iron. Our carrot in, that condenses that. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's go back. And we want this wall taken down. Okay. Good. Okay. I think that would be an interesting thing too, is not that you have to do it for everything that you add, so that you wouldn't have to add cobbled version of every type of stone, but I think that would be kind of a good thing to do. And it doesn't have to be all at once. You can introduce new stone types and then just have a regular stone, and then as you go along you can introduce the cobbled and smooth and other variants, like as you feel the art style and usability and whatnot are all where you want them. I don't think there should be a requirement that when you add a new stone type, you have to add all of the variations all at once. Just more of a goal of eventually. And then that gives things to kind of look forward to as well. Yeah, 35, so that's good. Oop. And same thing with wood types and adding things like wool or leather, something that can be dyed. I don't think adding all those colors is bad, and it shouldn't be that much of a tax on the system. Alright, so do we have this? We could probably make some more torches, right? Okay. But we're full, so we need to drop off more of that. Since we kind of neglected dropping off some stuff, we're probably going to have to do that a little bit more. Also, we're getting more dirt and diorite. So those are things, oh, right. We wanted to keep on us, so we can drop that off there, okay. Alright, so that's pretty good there. We'll get rid of that, okay. Let's see. Can we do 6? Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can cut this into a section and then start working on it. That looks like we might be able to. Right? Yeah. Might be a little tough up there, because it looks like that dirt block might be a little tight. So we have to be a little careful of that, but I think overall we're doing pretty good. Yeah, so we have to jump for that little bit at the top. So we don't want to have to jump while we're running. Other than that, I think we're pretty good. So let's do this. Okay, so we're missing that part there. Okay. So let's work our way up, take that out, and then right. So take out this section here. Yeah. So we need to take this down. So 36 looks like kind of the limit there. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Sherry. Appreciate the share. Welcome. How's the Monday and playing Minecraft or any other games lately? Oops. All right, so let's clear this out. And perfect. So we'll just keep cutting through here. Getting it down to 36. Yeah, because this was high. If we're on 36, that's 37, 38, 39. So it's need some work before we can cut this out. Oh, but if we cut it over here, we should be able to work on this section pretty easily. Let's do that. Let's focus there. And this back piece we'll focus on as our phase 2. Section 2, I guess. So let's cut out this 36 and above over here, and then we'll go back to digging from the bottom up. Alright. Hello, Raider Wallow. Hello, Twin. How's the Monday going? And playing any Minecraft or any other games yourself? What are the Noellings? What exactly do Noellings eat? Oh, thank you for the like, Onion. Appreciate it. Welcome in. How's the Monday going? I may check out that Discord later. What are the Noellings? Uh, I have not heard of that. Can you tell me any more? I think we could. So this is good. Nice. Okay, good. So I think we'll. Well, thank you for joining me. But what exactly are the Noellings? Oh, and thank you for the share, Rich Tech. What do you eat exactly? Well, thank you for all of the follows. I won't be able to change anything just yet. Ooh, let's do this. So let's take out. This is part of that section, so let's take this down. Thank you, Sherry, again, for the like. And thank you, Bruli, for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope everyone's Monday is off to a good start. Alright, so we'll get rid of all of this, and then we'll worry about the gravel. And go from there. Oh, wow. 42 minutes in, so... Yeah, I don't know if we'll make it. Oh, we do need to go back to Overmar to mend our tools, so we might have to set that as our hour mark thing. We'll dig for an hour, and then we'll spend a few minutes heading back to Overmar, so that we can mend our tools and do more of this tomorrow. So let's do that. It's not quite the end of the tunnel here, so we need to take this down. And then we'll worry about the gravel. So that's pretty good. I'll come over here and do the same thing. So this line should come through and cut right through here. So get rid of the gravel and everything that's in this line. And see where that kind of comes out over here. Right? Okay, so one more. Alright, so I think that, yeah, that's a good line up there. Good, good, good. Now we can come through here and pick up more of this, because this is going to be the wall on this side. Right, so if we take this down to 30 and cut it back, this gets us our perimeter on the other side. Now we can start laying down some torches as well. So since night is coming, then we can work on this. I never did discover what nodes were. So let's do this. We're at 30. Every so often we need to cut back and put a torch down. Do we have another torch? No, because we topped up some of our torches, so we're good there. Or oh, we'll just put down another torch. There we go. And we'll do this till we get to the wall on the other side, or at least till we see it open up on the top. Because we're not going to get the whole section done today with the time that we have, but we'll at least get it outlined, which will be good. And we're making pretty good progress, I think. Oh, we're doing pretty good on our legs, too. Wonder, did the alerts go off for the follower stuff? I didn't hear them. Okay. Um, that came up. So how much that did. Okay, so not bad. The time 46 minutes. Okay. Give it over to me with that. Okay. Just that side. Okay, good. So we have a sectioned off here, so we're just gonna go back and forth here. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go. He must have fallen if one hit took him out. Okay. Same here. Okay, check this out. So let's and just keep chipping away at this. I mean, we were gonna do it from the bottom up, but why not? Okay. Okay, let's do that then. Let's grab a carrot. Go torch up over here. And go from there. Right, light all of this up. And if we do it on the way back, to prevent things from spawning here. Something here and something here. Oops. That's good. That's good. So now we can cut through the middle here. And then we'll have a good section that we can work with. Perfect. Oop, we have somebody behind us. Yes, we do. Let's take out the skeleton. Got it. And then we can just take out a lot of gravel here. Looks like we have a pretty big chunk. And this is gonna, since it's so rough, it's gonna be good that we're going from the bottom up. Because then we can just stay level as we're working on this. We don't have to climb up and down or do a lot of tool switching before trying to do whatever. So we'll get as much of this gravel taken out as we can. So it's somewhere over here. Need to cut through. go back. Let's just cut some of this out. Cut some of this gravel out. Let's do this. Alright, so let's drop this off. Let's see how much space we have. Okay. So all of these are full, right? Up a little there. And a little bit more. So we're still gonna need, well, we're definitely gonna need more because we have a lot more digging to do. Okay. That cut to black is a really bad experience. So let's go here and drop that off. Go here. Drop that off. Well, we're gonna have to head to Overmorrow soon. Let's see what this does. Okay. Hey. Stay away. Don't need that right now. How much do we have on our... Oh, yeah, we have enough stacks of rockets. So that's good. Okay, so let's go. Stop. Alright. Let's cut through here. If we get this bottom... Get this bottom cut out, then we can do the top. So getting this bottom cut out is probably going to be as far as we get today. And then we can take this section out tomorrow, and then that'll be a lot of progress. Alright, so we have some gravel to take care of. Lots of gravel. Lots of gravel. So cover all that. Okay. Grab all of this gravel. At least get working down a little bit. And oh, I guess we didn't really need to do this layer here because we wanted to focus on getting our bottom layer cut across for 2 levels. Right, so we wanted to focus on this. focus on getting this kid across. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. And if we do this all the way down, then we're good. So this is something. More gravel. So our gravel is not, is it this way then? Nope, I don't know which way it is. Oh, I think it's this way. Okay. What we're trying to do is staircase up again so that we can go drop off the materials. Since we have so much uh, so much gravel that we need to collect. Drop this off here real quick. It's not much, but it's enough to give us some space. And now we can cut through here. I don't know, get down here, we can pick up the gravel that we left behind. Shouldn't it be spawned by this time? Perfect. Okay, yeah, and then we can come in here and grab all of this. And is everything picked up? Almost. Okay. Alright, we'll cut through here and we'll work our way back. That'll be a good chunk of this lower piece done. And we'll go from there. Once that's done, here. So let's work on the lower pieces. 31 and 32. And that'll get us another section done. All right. Oh, okay. All right. We can do this just to disconnect it a little bit. Make the section a little more easy to detect. And then we'll focus on this piece over here. Okay, so that does that. Okay, now we can focus on up and down here. So that's up and down this a few times and we'll be there. How wide is this? It's one layer, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that's an up and down 4 times, I guess. 4 sets anyway. So it shouldn't take too much longer. We're at about an hour, so I think we'll get these couple sets done, fly back to Obermar to do some bending, and go from there so that tomorrow we can start fresh with prepared tools and get more done. So we're getting pretty close. That's what, 1 set down, so 3 more sets to go. Something like that. So getting there. Oh, and then whenever we do switch over to Plantcrafter, we will stop the stream today and get another one going. There could probably be, 5-10 minute break in between. Making pretty good progress here too. That's 1 more set down. Or half of a set. Yeah, so that's 1 set. Yeah, 2 full sets now. So this is half of 1 set. And we'll keep doing this. Alright, so let's do that. There we go. Alright, so we'll go down and we'll come back. There's that little piece behind us. We'll drop off some materials. Start fresh tomorrow. That. And there we go. Oop, there we go. Okay. Not bad. Drop off this stuff. Go get our stuff to take back to Inkwood. Drop off that. Don't need any of that stuff. Okay, perfect. Come here, we'll grab purple dye is important. I don't think we can take that with us, but that's fine. Okay. So let's switch things up a little bit there. Let's sleep so that we can fly during the day. It'll be a little easier to navigate. Oh, that is some choppy frame rate there. Although the frame rate doesn't look bad, and we're not in the even the orange one. So now we're ready to go. Which way? Where's our bridge? There it is. Okay, so it's this way. So we were at 7. So let's see how high 7 can get us. Level off. We got a slight downturn, so we're stable flying, and let's see if how far this can take us. So this should be more or less stable, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, okay, so we're good there. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, we might make it. There might be 7 rockets in between. That might be a way to measure things too. So we might not call it rockets, but whatever unit of measure we do would be equivalent to a rocket. So 10 rockets away could be, 10 leagues away or something like that. All right, so we'll come over here. We're just going to drop off our diorite, flowers, and dirt, I think. Sorry, diorite. All that. Okay, good. Drop our dirt off over here. Ooh, let's not forget. Over here. Right, so we can grab this shulker if this one is empty. Okay, so it made it into here. That's fine. Oh, that's full. But that has diorite in it. Right. Okay, so let's go here. Let's see what this we can. Probably should have dropped off the dirt so we didn't have to worry about that. So we're gonna have to fill up that hopper with a little bit. Here, we'll just plop those 2 in there. They'll do their thing. Grab that. That'll give us. Where'd it go? Okay, now we have 2 shulkers. Okay, good. We can plop our dirt in here. Oh. And that gets us 2 more shulkers. So we'll drop off this diorite, and that'll give us 4 shulkers on us. Right. And enough space there. Perfect. Right? Yep. So we can collect these, drop off our flowers, and then we'll fly over to our zombie farm, and that'll be our Minecraft stream for the day. Okay. That used to, yeah. White could be a little nicer. So we have. Wait, this was some stuff, but where's our other flower stuff? Did we drop that all off in here? Okay. Oh, we did. Okay, so let's put some stuff here. We'll put the dyes and flowers in this one. Maybe this one be building materials or something, because there's too much in here that isn't what we need. Then we can drop off flowers, plants. Okay, that works there. Oh, welcome back. So do we? Oops. Okay, just exit that way. Welcome back, right? We just came back and dropped off some dye and whatnot. Can we do that? Actually, let's take some of that. That. Oh, glad you got some sleep. Let's see, can we? Oh, it's on the back side. Oh, right. You can write on both sides now. That's no, so we can't do that. Okay. Let's build a crafter in here. Doesn't have to have a crafter in each building. Hopefully today is starting off better for you after a good sleep. We can make purple shoulders, but purple sides. Ah. We need some ingots, so maybe that won't do it. Uh-oh. I'm afraid to ask how good the awaken was. Okay. This thing. Ah, okay. So that does that. Okay. Did not save it. Okay. So then if we. Hmm. Ah. So the sun was the culprit. Or half of the culprit. Okay. So that looks purple there. But it does not look purple here. Welcome in, Joannis. How's the Monday going? I mean, it could be vibrant visuals as well. That's true. I mean, it is purple in the actual sign, so that might be a variant visuals thing. So I'll have to check that out. Play later on the Switch. But we're gonna put some signs in that in here. That's good for this. Oh, and our die. All right. So I think we're pretty good there. Oh, what we're gonna do? All right. So a little distracted. Oh, nice. Thank you for that. Uh, yeah, I guess my activity feed is a little behind, but appreciate that. All right, so now we need to mend some tools. So, oops. Yeah, so tonight, whenever we finish mending our tools, we usually do that on the Switch, which doesn't support visuals. So we'll get to see if the purple sign comes through there. And if it does, we might go back to regular graphics or turn on the setting where we can switch it during gameplay. Because I don't think I turned that on yet. So right now I have to close the game and reopen it to change graphics settings. But they added a setting that isn't on by default that lets you change it dynamically. Because there is a lot I like about the regular too. It's the water and shadows I like about vibrant visuals. So eventually, hopefully, those two kind of merge or get more control. And so I think it was Joe Duggan on the Spawn Chunks that mentioned it's a nice idea to have different effects for different biomes, but it might require that being more optional, having a more unified color scheme. Because going from a savanna to or something like that to a desert is kind of harsh. But yeah, I think we'll spend a few minutes here doing some mending of our tools, and then we'll switch over to our planet crafter. Oops. And get some of that in. Debating on whether I do that or continue for another 40 minutes or so on Minecraft here and then do Planet Crafter later, which is an option as well. And leaning that way, actually. But we'll see. We'll put it up for a vote. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I guess anyone in Twitch or TikTok put it up to a vote of doing another 40 minutes of Minecraft. or an hour of Planet Crafter. If we don't do Planet Crafter now, then we'll do it this evening in 6 or 7 hours. All right. So I do need to mend this. So this is not the most exciting part. Oh, we do have a lot of shovel time left, so maybe we can go. Oh, I know. Let's go check our cleric and see if they're reasonable on their prices again. All right, Minecraft it is then. We'll do another 40 minutes of Minecraft, and then I'll do Planet Crafter tonight. And don't worry about making it night. Sleep is more important. Okay, so they're still not happy with us. Well, not they're not happy, they're still trying to get a lot out of us. Yeah, totally understand. Yeah, it's what, around 7:40 p.m. If I remember correctly. Oh, yeah, I get that. There's a few on the West Coast here, but I follow a lot of uh, Canadian and UK creators as well, so the opposite effect. Morning streams in that respect are like 5, 6 a.m. for me. All right, so let's grab our dirt. We don't have a lot of dirt to work with, but we have enough. Can we put this? Yeah, we'll just drop our iron ingot there. But that's why I ask for time zones whenever someone's is in the chat for long enough. Because I don't know that I would be able to accommodate everybody's schedule, but if I have a rough idea of when people are available in other time zones, I can kind of reschedule my streams around that. So either getting on earlier or streaming later or late enough for me that it will be morning for Europe or Asia time zones. So yeah, mid-morning to finishing by midnight my time is kind of the spectrum of times that are fine with me. So I don't mind adjusting within that framework. All right, so we'll just do a little bit of this and then we're going to probably run out. We're definitely going to run out of dirt before we get all this done. It won't take too much longer. Given how quickly we can place down this dirt. But we have made a lot of progress getting this terraformed. Who are some of the I guess other American creators? If you don't mind me asking, or North American creators in general, I guess. All right, so let's fill this in. Okay. Uh, Ghost Hunters. Okay. Ghost Hunters being the game or like a realm or just a club kind of thing. Kind of sounds like a game. Oh, so like more like the show. Okay. Interesting. Uh, so going to places like the Winchester House and places like that. Old asylums. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I've actually been there myself. Not for that purpose, but just to tour the place. Never really suspected anything haunting there, but it's interesting to see the shows that go there. Uh, I mean, I didn't find anything in the house particularly scary. To me, it was like just a interesting architecture house and more, I guess if you wanted to call it scary or spooky, like the effects on the mind of how the house came to be, and then the kind of tragic ending of the place. Yeah, that much I couldn't speak much to, but uh, at least I found it. If you get a chance to go, I found it an interesting tourist place to go. Did we go through? Yeah, we got through all the dirt there. But I find it seem like the architecture is more what I look at and fascinating. Yeah, the door that just well, there's the door that drops off to the kitchen below and a staircase that just cuts off to the ceiling. Kind of like those, well, it's solid, but like those staircases that pull down, except it doesn't go anywhere. It's one of those where I feel like if you were a carpenter in the house, you couldn't really do anything wrong because most of the things you build would be functional anyway. Like the cabinet, I didn't put it in wrong. It's just now I was trying to trick the ghost kind of thing. Do we have any dirt around? I don't think we have much dirt around. Yeah, we don't have any dirt. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have to probably head back over to Inkwood if we want some dirt. But our tools need some mending too, so. Well. We have lots of torches on us. So we could. I think we have lots of cobblestone over there as well. So we could start actually working on. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape, food and whatnot wise. So we could start working on the skeleton experience from over at Inkwood, and then we would have to fly back so much. So maybe we'll go do that. Yeah. Felt guilty because of the Winchester fortune. But then I think there was a house fire and some stuff and whatnot. Now it is a tourist destination. So you have the door that drops off to the kitchen, stairs to nowhere, but I didn't really understand the significance at the time. They had doors that were kind of one-way doors, so uh, effectively like an external door that you can lock from the inside, so people can't get in. It was like that, but inside the house. Uh, so some rooms, whatever door you entered in, you couldn't then exit that same door. You'd have to go out. Yeah, lots of doors and one-way doors. Anytime I see like that many doors and like looking at the hinges, it makes me think of Da Vinci and Ever After, where rather than unlocking the door, he just pulls off the hinges. And I guess I thought about that too much. Yeah, I vaguely remember some of that stuff. Oh, where is our? Oh, it's gonna be on this side. There it is. There it is. Okay, so let's go up top and let's grab some. Okay, yeah, I kind of remember a couple numbers like that, like 13. Uh, I don't remember the significance of all of them, but I mean, I've seen those numbers come up in other places as well. Yeah, we're not going to do the hopper just yet, are we? No, I don't think so. Oh, but we have some copper in this we can drop off. Yeah, that would make sense. Oop, fell in the water. So we can put this in there. That there, okay. Go, grab this, move this out. I mean, I have not doing it for like the spooky sense necessarily, but I have thought about, oh, we could do this. Maybe we could do copper. Doing something like that in Minecraft and not modeling that house, but the concept of doors that maybe you open a door and you immediately go through like another portal. And then that takes you somewhere, kind of like a back halls kind of thing. So we need Well, if we do slabs, we can do... Yeah, if we use slabs, then we only need the hopper. And that can drop us off to a chest. So I think that'll work. I don't think we need to do the solid block if we're just having the fall. And we have enough chests. And we can always do more later if we need to. Yeah, I don't mind the spooky side as something fun. Let's go over here. Whoops. And somewhere over here is our skeleton spawner. Where is it? Where is our skeleton? Oh, did we? Okay, it might not even be that high. It might have been farther down here. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I think it was down here. Okay. So we did make it fairly far below, like it's about 10 or so below. Okay, so we've got our geode here. I tried to use the geode sound in our cleric's guild in Butters Bay because I think that has a little spookiness to it. Oh, well, this is good. So we have our geode here and this, so that would actually be pretty good because then it would keep our geode active, producing stuff while we work on this other stuff. So we need to figure out how we're going to connect this up there. So we have maybe a scaffolding or water bucket or something. Oh, thank you, the Mighty Mathis. Welcome back. Oh, and thank you for the heart as well. Appreciate it. Been trying to catch some of your streams as well. All right, so I think we're going to do this. Okay, so we're something like this, right? And then we'll carve out this area. We'll need to do it several blocks down though. And so that we have a decent fall amount, but not too much. We don't want to take out the skeletons. So maybe 20 blocks. So what is this? Well, we need a way out too. So 12. So taking it down 20 would be like 32. I think that would be reasonable. Take enough damage that we could take them out in a hit or two. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of the spooky stuff, yeah, I don't know that I would make it spookier. I mean, we have the skeletons here, but Minecraft skeletons don't, at least for me, don't have a spooky vibe. They feel more on the adventure side. So, oh, but we're gonna need to go back to because we either have to make it solid so that none of them. Yeah, I feel in some of the like abandoned mine shafts libraries, I feel like that adds an element of spookiness. Although in the ravine here, we're gonna use cobwebs as mist. So kind of what we were mentioning yesterday with the the furniture and some of that stuff, adding that instead of in addition to more realistic stuff. Mist is something I don't see ever being really added. So cobwebs do a nice job there, I think. What is the spawner of this? Uh, the spawner. Uh, Spawners are active. So the actual spawning area is 9 by 9 by 3. Oh, so we did that. So it's basically 4 blocks on each side. Okay, so that'd be 1, 2, 3. This would be 4. And then we would have a solid wall. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do now. Let's get this going. Right, and then this is 1. So we do have that actually. We have 2 mob grinders in the garden temple, so the big temple that we visited yesterday. We have those set up and quasi-optimized, so it's 1 hit and we take out everything. But then we also are trying to do little small things too. So we have the zombie experience farm that we were just at a little bit ago. We have this, we have a blaze farm experience thing. So trying to add these little things every so often for the same purpose so that we're not relying on one spot. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Correct. Probably should have. But this is 4. Okay. So we have the bigger things like the mob grinders, and then the littler things, so that when you're over here working, you can hop in and do this. And having a spawner gives us more consistency, and even we don't get to choose it, but in this case, it affects the build. So the reason we have like the cleric's guild over at Overmorrow is we can turn that zombie meat into emeralds and experience. And over here, we'll probably build some Fletchers and whatnot, because we can turn some of the arrows and stuff, I think, into emeralds. And we can turn the bone into bone meal. So maybe have some farmers over here too. So that periodically we can just bone meal some crops and let our farmers harvest them. So things like that. And trying to make use of the spawners that we're given. Not let things go to waste. Although we do have the creeper farm too, the big round building and silo building. Yeah, that's another thing too. So once we do have a bone meal farm over at Barter's Bay, but having multiple of them means that anywhere we go, we can pick up a little bit of resources, and we don't have to worry about flying or navigating thousands of blocks somewhere to pick up materials. We'll have our warehouses, so if we run out, we can do that. But if everything goes well, you'll be able to. If I wanted to do a few flowers around here, I wouldn't have to go all the way back somewhere else. I could grab a little bit of bone meal from here and finish it. And if it were a big project, I could go to the big bone meal farm. Because the bone meal farm at Barter's Bay has a big automation piece to it, so it takes the cactus and sugarcane and everything else and produces a lot of bone meal, way more than a spawner would. But if I just need a little bit, then this can kind of fill the needs. All right, so that's that. So that's 1 block past, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's do that. Oh, and then 4 blocks this way, so it's going to be this right. So this is again 1 block past 2, 3, 4. And then again, we'll have multiple shops at each city too. So there'll probably be a flower shop here at Inkwood as well. And since maybe we'll make it a little bit bigger, so trying to make some of the buildings like contrasting in size. So the warehouse at Overmar is large, so the one here is small. And then if something is small here, we'll make it large in Overmar, and vice versa. Not as a hard rule, because we also have Barter's Bay and other things too, so this is going to be tricky. Because 3 blocks or 4 blocks this way is going to lead into. So this is 1 block, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be part of the quartz part here, so we're going to have to be careful how this works. Oops, I hope I didn't get rid of one of our regular crystals. Okay. Wait, what? Uh-oh. We lost more because of a creeper. Alright, so let's put a bunch of torches down. Just torch that up a lot. Okay. We'll fix this later, but for now I need a spot to put some of this stuff. Okay, we'll just have to drop that. Okay, there. Geodes were for the amethyst shards, which I think you can turn into echo shards, and then the sound that you get from the amethyst, and to add some purple texture to the game. And I think the amethyst you can use for like spyglass and something else too. So I think it was a good addition, but I think it needs to evolve a little bit more use cases for the amethyst. Yeah. I don't think the things that you can craft from it are as useful as they hoped. Because we're just like, is it spyglass? Let's not do that. Let's do that. Is it spy? Whatever it was. Oh, I think there was one of the spawner things that you had to use it for too. Oh, I guess we can't see it because we don't have a graphic table, but yeah, the spyglass, I think one of the spawner things. So I think I like the sound that it makes and I like the color, but yeah, I agree with a lot of the sentiment that others have as well, that there could be more crafting things that it could be used for. I think the idea of armor gets shot down, but I don't think armor would be a bad idea. Yeah, That wouldn't be a bad use case either. Adding more of that kind of stuff to it. Purple dyes, decoration, functionality, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so all right. Oh, we need to make our walls. So let's do that. So this is 4, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, so we'll make this wall cobblestone. Right? And if we just make all of this cobblestone, we can tell where we are. So, okay, so where's our... Yeah. We do this. This will help us... we'll now have a center line there. Okay, good. Because this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, which means this wall is cobblestone. And then we can put a floor here and then put something that they'll pathfind to and work their way down. There we go. So that looks there. And then so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Put some cobblestone here. Yeah, I think, yeah. Amethyst could use a little bit more care. I mean, it's one of those where I think it's a good addition in that something was added to the game, then uh, it just needs a little more on use can be added later is that's what I'm saying. But it definitely needs more than what it has. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Set it in here. And okay. This is going to be a tricky one, trying to work this geode into this system here. Or, I mean, you have armadillos, scare spiders, creepers are scared by cats. I think phantoms might be scared by cats. I could be wrong on that. They're scared of something that you can have around your base. But I think that could be another use case of instead of having to torch everywhere, maybe work with like a scope catalyst or scope sense or something like that, or some other tool that you can couple with the amethyst to keep it away from the base. So it would let you effectively have a more controlled mob farm. And avoid things like that. Okay, so let's put our chest down again. We'll just have to do this. Did we get everything? Oh, no, we didn't get everything. Okay. So somehow that creeper got in from up there. Oh, probably got in from up there. Okay. So let's do that, okay? Now we can kind of cut through some of this. Open this up a little bit. Right? Let's hope that keeps the creeper away for now. I'll have to come back in a minute and figure out what to do with that. Do we have any? So no, this maybe? This here? Okay. So let's expand this out. Okay, yeah, we need to expand this out so we don't confuse this cobblestone with our other stuff. So this is going to be here. Okay. There we go. All right. That's part of our wall. Okay, good. I know this cleared a bunch of this. Okay. All right. So our creeper is caught over there. Good. So can we hit that? No. So, okay, so let's do this. Clear that out. Okay. We've done a little bit here. Now we can build it on this backside. So we're making pretty good progress on this. I don't know if we'll finish this today, but we'll do a pretty good job. Yeah, okay. Bad. Oh, there we go. Nice. Well, you can get too much sleep or just be exhausted from external situations, which I suspect is the case. But taking it easy is probably a good thing. And if you need something easy to listen to after we're off stream, looks like my puppy Taya. So my puppy, and then it's Teyla, has just gone live. They're pretty eh, maybe it's just having a moment. But yeah, my puppy Taya is a pretty calm, chill stream as well. And they're builder focused as well. With a really good creative eye. Okay, so that's not bad. So let's we actually want that, but let's get this perimeter down first. Before we dig down all the way to 20. Once we get this column done, then we can do that. And then we'll be safe on the inside. We can keep things lit up pretty well. And things won't be coming in from the cavern on the outside. Alright, so let's get rid of some of that and start filling it in. Okay, perfect. Don't know if we have a torch over here, but we can't have too many. Oh, I feel bad for you there. I don't have allergies, but I know people that do, and I definitely sympathize with that pain. Right, so this is right. So it's 55. So it should be 1, 2. So this is 4. Right, so it's gonna be kind of an odd. Right, yeah. So I think being either in a dry climate helps, or a climate with a lot of rain. Although on a fresh cut grass day, that probably doesn't make too big of a difference. Okay, so that's fine there. Okay. These don't look like they're rolling shards, so that's I think we're paper down. Uh Probably, I don't know, go with something like the cheetah or an owl. Don't think that is a problem. We can get those. Oh, we need to drop off stuff. Probably a cheetah. Something cat related. We can put that in there. Okay, that's good. Grab some of this stuff. That in there. Okay. Grab this. Oh, we have a bucket of amethyst. We can put it in there. Okay. Oh, we don't need the. So our creeper's still out there. What do we got on us that is... Oh, we don't have it. So we're just going to have to light this up so that we can tell this isn't... Oh, red pandas. That is a solid choice. Red pandas are a good, a good choice in the panda family. Also a little partial to honey badgers. Kind of a fearless animal. Yep, yeah. Like anything in the panda family, I would appreciate. Like the gentle bear-esque animals. So I don't think these will grow. You can see the darker X on those. Trying to be careful not to take out the ones that like this I wouldn't be able to do anything with, so that's gonna be a tough one since it's right on the wall. But I guess the other side of it would be able to grow amethyst, so that wouldn't be bad. Right, so we can get rid of some of this stuff here. Right, so if we do that, and then something there. Oops. Get out. So yeah, that's one of those things. I think the addition of pandas to the game in Minecraft, I think, was a good addition. And I think it ties back to the we put up there. Okay. The difficulties in games and adding that functionality for other difficulties. So slime being the thing that you can get from pandas. So if you don't want to have to interact with slimes and have that PvE kind of experience, having pandas be able to produce slime, I think, is a good solution to that problem. Because you have the peaceful, and then I forget who it was. One of the creators out there that's been on the Spawn Chunks does Flat Worlds, but they do a good job of terraforming it. So they've had people, when they zoom out from whatever they're working on, you see the super flat world, but while they're in it, it looks like normal Minecraft generation. So really talented in that, but super flat worlds, you forget what it was, but some certain caves and other features that you don't get, so you lose out on some of that stuff. Yeah, so they're one of those mobs that I like because I feel like you can always add something to them later, but they add character to the game. I think that's what I would call it. Like they make it feel like lived in. They add a little ambiance to the world. So they could do more later, but I think that is enough to merit introducing them. Okay, so getting close to having our perimeter done. Okay, so that. All right. Now we're cut over one. I don't think we have any issues with the super just yet. Okay, good. We need to go over one more. Okay. Well, let's go down here. I do want this calcite. Is it calcite? Whatever it is. Calcite. It is calcite. Okay. Let's get that out. Right. Jump up. And there we go. Okay. So now we should be able This should be in line with our wall. That's perfect. Okay. So we'll cut that. So we can fill this in. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that's a good function for animals in Minecraft. Is they can add functionality or do things, uh, but then in general they also just add life to the game. I mean, kind of literally, and also something more decorative. So this is good here, and then we'll just have to, when we do our geode side of things, uh, we'll have to clear out that other side, and we'll be able to get some of the marker off of it. Some of the amethyst off of it. This looks pretty good here. I don't know how high, so that's one. This is that, so it's 1, 2. So one more level up is probably 3. So I'm not too concerned about that just yet. Uh, so I guess we could do something like this. And if we tear this out, then oops, it'll prevent things from spawning up there. Okay. Do that, right? Is this... No, let's... Okay. Well, this is the old wall, so it's probably good to tear this out. Yep, he is. He is trying to do something. Okay, so I think probably leave those there. That's fine. Is this gonna be our wall here? Okay, so that's fine. We can start putting some of this in. We'll probably have to bring some scaffolding over to help out with stuff, but this is going to look pretty good. Get ourselves up to the corner. Oh, okay. Hello? There we go. Welcome in. You can sit down there for a bit. We do have 2 other zombies over in other parts of the ravine that we've done this with, so we've stolen some of our resources, so we decided to keep them in as adding a little bit of that creepy factor to um, our game. Or, is it night after, or is it just light? Oh, it's just that there's so many places to hide down here. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, let's go back in. So we would come in. Right, we'll fill all of this in. Yeah. Yeah, the axe, it does have more combat points versus closer to a sword, but I try to mix it up. So since my tools are a little used, then I'll take out the mobs with those to get the experience for them. Okay, so we have a little way out now. We have this room kind of filled in, so that's not too bad. Fill this in. Put a torch somewhere over here. I will leave our friend down there for now. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We're a little over 2 hours, but this has been productive. Two. Not bad, not bad. So now we could dig down. Can we get them in over here? Okay, so we can't do that shit. Now we can put them over here. Now we can have them trapped. Okay, good. But now we need something. Oh, okay, so the calcite might not be bad. This will let us until we have scaffolding in here. We'll use this. Oh, that and that. Okay, perfect. Now we can drop off a bunch of this stuff. Grab a torch, make sure we plug things up. Okay. So our friend is trapped in there, which is fine. And we have some friends out there waiting for us there. Okay. And we'll fill that in. Okay. We have a lot of gravel here. Okay. There we go. So now we have a nice chamber here that we can work down. We'll put a floor in it. Where is it? So it's 1, 2, 3 is the volume, so this has to be the floor. So we'll denote that with the 4 torches on that one. So this will be the floor of this room. So everything below this is the floor, and then we can kind of channel everybody into maybe a drop shaft here. So that'll be the focus of how we take this down. Take it down 20 levels or so. It only needs to be a single shaft, so I guess we don't really have to take all this down so much if that's the floor. We really just need to take the shaft down and then have a way to get down there. So come along the back. I guess it won't hurt to have space, and then we can have this shaft actually be enclosed, so reverse the positive and negative space here, so make this hollow and then surround this so that we have a controlled path for the mobs to go down. Alright, so that works. And okay, so can we get around this? And we'll replace this with cobblestone as we go so that we know we can have a visual of our collection too. Right, so, okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. I want to get this down a little bit lower. Hey, what is this? Did we get a double spawner? We might have got a double spawner. Alright, so let's see what we got going on over here. Alright, so let's add some of this. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, and oh. What's in this? Oh, it's an empty chest. Wait, was this part of the spawner upstairs and it just appeared down here? I wonder if that's what happened. Because there was a spawner up there, but no chest. So it spawned down here. That's what looks like happened, maybe. Interesting. Yeah, I'd say that's what happened. And there's more geode over here. Okay. Is this a hole or is this? Okay, so I can light that up. Okay, so this is more of this. Okay, yeah, not bad. So it's just something to work around. Okay. I would advise to take a because it'd be a late dinner break, very late dinner break. All right, so we'll do this. Something like this. Okay. So come here, do this, then we'll go down a level. And we'll spiral down around the shaft. Oh, no worries, Heart. Yeah, we might be back. Or we might still be here when you get back. In any case, have a good dinner. Okay, so we can do this. This is chef there. Okay, good. Right, and then we come here, put this down a level. Shift this over. Okay, good. And then from here, this is another stop, so do that. Alright, so that works. We come here. Alright. Cut through here. Oh, we probably need to put some torches on this too. Okay. So do that. I don't know what level this is, but we did say what, like 30? 30 is probably a pretty good spot. Okay, so we can cut that down. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. So this is 30. Okay, so this is, we make this the floor, I guess, then how many levels is that? Oh, that won't be enough, because that won't be near 20. Right, so this is, this will be here, so this will be 18, 17, 16, 15 blocks. Right? So that'd be a 15 block fall, so we actually need to go, what, 5 more? So 15 to 30 is 15 blocks. So we'll go down to, what is it, 35? I think that's what we'll call it. Come here, okay. So put something over here maybe. Yeah. Go down. This is 33, 4, 35. Okay. So this comes here. Okay, so we kind of. Yeah. Perfect. Well, that makes it 20, so we actually need to go down lower by 2 levels. Put something on this here. So we would fill all of this in. So this is 35, would be 20. So we would need to dig down something like 8. Come down here, okay. And then we'll build a little room down here for our collection. Great. So this is a good start. Good start. Okay. So this shaft will actually be hollow, so we'll fill all of this in. Probably need a back shaft or something here for scaffolding so we can get up and down to repair this a little easier. Because if this is our mob collecting chap. We want a way to get down here without mobs down. I think that is a good stopping point. So we're gonna make our way back to Inkwood as we now wind down here. So we did a lot today. We got a lot of resources collected. We got a lot of work done on our zombies spawner framed out. So it still needs a little bit more framing, but I'd say 20% framing, and the majority is going to be mechanical. And we made it out. All right, so I guess we don't need to sleep. Let's do that. So we said that. Probably should have put our stuff away. We'll just put it up here. Welcome back. We're gonna put down our shulkers and start doing some wind down here. Right. So we want the diorite in there. Diorite and dirt. So we're gonna look around for some of that stuff. Fill up our shulkers a little bit, and then we'll wind down. So we'll probably wind down in the next 4 or 5 minutes. And just dropping off some of this stuff that we don't need at the moment. But there's some dirt. So I think flowering azaleas and azaleas would be good for the flower shop. Okay, so I think we're pretty good there. What about this one? Oh, the food. I'm guessing the food. So I'm about to grab some lunch as well. Oh, oops, some safety. Get everything into that one. This one has more dirt, but we can drop off gravel and cobblestone. So oh wow. So Rice Krispie treats from scratch. That sounds good. I haven't done that in quite a while. I do a fair amount of cooking. A lot of that are Pinterest and Blue Sky and TikTok now. Getting creative with flowers, meals and drinks too. Wow, that sounds like a lot of marshmallows. Although I'm sure it is good. I made oatmeal chocolate chip cookies last night with a touch of sea salt topping. Oh, that sounds really good. Do we? Okay, so what did we not have? We have our food here. Oh, we had a chest. Oh, we had our flint and steel torch, so it must have been like a spot for minerals or whatever we had. Okay. I think we got a lot out of these already, but we're just gonna run around the pyramid a little bit, just double check. Um, okay, no, oh, I did see some dye right there. Okay. That's good. Yeah, these chests in there are gonna take some scaffolding and maybe some happy gas to get to. Uh, is there anything? So we do have a little dirt in here. It's not a whole lot, but got some. Okay. So we can't get in that one. Okay. Oh yeah, there's one of our zombies that we've kept. So these. Oh, basically. Oh. Yeah, they're actually pretty good. It's a modified recipe. So basically oatmeal cookies, but then adding chocolate chips and walnuts to it as well. And the sea salt to kind of balance out the sweetness. Okay, so those are all. If these are all empty, then we're just gonna do it. Oh, these are where we had the zombie's revenge. The zombie pushed us into lava and we had to go get elytra and gear and whatnot. So now we do have one extra set of elytra. A few other spots. Castor. I'm guessing that's a sweetener. I do like brown sugar. What is it? Monk fruit is a good one as well, and applesauce. But they're not all 1 for 1. Okay, so I think we already got a lot of stuff out of here. Yeah, we already got a lot of stuff out of here. So this is all gonna get dug out next phase, but checking it out for now. Okay. So we'll drop off what we have, and that will be our stream for today. Oh, we can grab 3 of these daisies to go with us. Grab all but 2, I guess. And then start dirt in. Oh, alright, okay. Yeah, I imagine effectively liquid sugar, semi-liquid sugar is pretty sticky. Okay, so we have anything here. I do want to take that and make Oramara more of a central spot. Stuff, impacts and whatnot. So, and we do need a lot of stone, but I'm focusing on the dirt and whatnot. All of this done. So, where do we want to sit? It's our outro. Come over here somewhere. Oh, I know. Okay. And sit on the other side. Ooh, a few more of these flowers. Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right, so we're gonna find a viewpoint up here and then do our outro. Yeah, I need to sign off before, but got a good view here of our ravine coming into its own, starting to get the depth that we want. And we have our guideline around the corner going down to like -10. And then we've dug down to like -40 in our skeleton farm. So there's a few more layers to go to get to bedrock, and to be how deep all this ravine is going to be on 3 sides. So making pretty good progress, getting a lot of resources out of it. So let's twitch this up to. So with that, yeah, we're probably going to head out. Say thanks, Hart and Mighty Marcus and everyone else for the likes and follows, and Alexa for the Alexa for the roses in the beginning. While we find a safe spot. Where is our? There we go. While we find a safe spot, we'll finish the rest of our outro. So, thank you for joining day 544 of The Journey Begins. We will be streaming Minecraft again tomorrow. The goal there will be more digging over here. Hopefully, we'll have our tools mended up, and we have our 4 shulker boxes over here. So hopefully, we can fill those up with some dirt and diorite to take back to Overmorrow. We'll probably head back to Overmorrow in a little bit off stream to do some tool repairing, but that'll be cool there. So if you like the storyback builds, feel free to check us out or leave a follow here, and also check us out on Linktree. So Linktree/MindTripMedia. That link will be on the outro screen here in a second. That have links to our TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky, where we make our go live announcements, and all of our other projects are there. So follow there. If you really like it, you can share it out. And probably 7 or 8 p.m. Pacific time, we'll probably do our Planet Crafter stream a little later today. Try to get a little work into that. And yeah, so thank you for joining the journey today, and we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues. And thanks again, Park, for dropping in and sticking around. Have a good rest of your night as well. Take care, and hopefully see you tomorrow.